Okay, I think we're live. Let's find out. Um, Audio test. Okay, I hear myself. Let's turn up the audio music a little bit. Interesting, I don't hear it still. I guess it's not doing desktop audio. I don't hear it still. I guess it's not doing desktop audio. Okay, well, I guess we'll just get started then. I'll see if it shows up in a second. Okay, it's just very quiet, so I'll turn this up a little bit and hopefully it won't blast your ears out. Let me turn down my headset. Alright, hello everyone. Today we're going to be doing some modding of this gbs-c. I followed most of the instructions. I basically just have it have, like, right now we're using a PS2 just for testing, so we have component in, and we have HDMI out through this VGA thing. I uploaded a video before kind of showcasing a mod, but basically, as you can see here, this output is kind of, bulky. So you got your HDMI here, which is fine, but you also have the power, and then as soon as you want to get audio, where's my audio cable? Like right here. Once you want to get audio going through this thing, you also have to plug in a headphone, or an aux cable, or whatever. So it's like, this is kind of bulky. Oops, it's not plugged in all the way, but anyway, it's kind of bulky. Here's my solution with my other gbs-c. So you can see right here, this is all it looks like. You don't need any extra cables other than HDMI, of course, because it's all wired. Oops, sorry, it's the other one. Okay, so this one, this is what it looks like on the output side. All you need is HDMI because everything else is hardwired in. So I'll be doing that and some other things. I'm sorry this is going to be hard to see. I don't have like an actual good camera for this type of setup, but it may just be fun to just have on in the background. So this is basically what it looks like. I already took out the screws. I have my OLED screen up here with the rotary encoder. Lets me access the menus. Oh wow, this looks really bad, quality-wise. On my preview, at least. Okay, and it's like a little out of focus, but it's a webcam, so there's not much I can do about that. So, as you can see, under all this, I have the traditional GBS control stuff. Ignore these terribly managed OLED cables, but we have the clock gen mod, we have the debug pin, basically all the stuff you'd normally expect. I'm not sure why this webcam is so blurry. Usually looks fine. I guess it has a very specific focus point. Anyway, so we're going to get started with a few things. The first thing we're going to do is upgrade my USB-C mod. As you see here, I have a USB-C cable going into here for power. The problem with this is, if I unplug this cable, obviously it turns off. But here's another USB-C cable I have from a USB-C power bank. And if I plug this in, it doesn't work. And that's specifically because this USB-C cable, this USB-C port I use, which even has like a nice little power switch, is not does not have the dual 5K resistors that are needed for USB-C to USB-C cables. So you have to essentially plug it into a standard old USB port on your computer, otherwise it can't get power. So again, here's my older USB-C cable. This came with my capture card, and if I plug this in, it works just fine. So yeah, basically it has to do with something with USB power delivery, and USB power delivery being like, hey, I don't know what to do with this device, it won't tell me how much power it wants or whatever. By having a dual 5.1K resistors or whatever, and again, PS2's being mad, but by having a dual 5.1K resistors, it will essentially just tell it, I'm legacy USB, give me whatever you'd give an older USB device, and that seems to do the trick. So yeah, I'm not sure why the gbs-c is being mad. I guess it doesn't like being turned off, or maybe it lost sync or something like that. But anyway, everything should still be working fine. So we're going to start working on this. Maybe I'll move the camera a little bit, see if that helps. Let me try power cycling my PS2 just to verify that everything's working. Off and on. We got a blue light over here, which usually is a good sign. Okay, device is on. Let's try. Oh, my captured card is probably crashed. Let's try this. I think OBS just lost the signal. Okay. So it's OBS being weird. Alright. Well, good to know it's not this thing, so let's go ahead and get started on these mods. I'll turn off this preview, which is clearly busted. Let's just delete this. Oh, okay, now we'll hide this. Alright. Yeah, and this is a live stream, and I don't have time for any fancy editing. We got the power, and as you can see here, it's still, the screen's still on because it's getting power through the HDMI, surprisingly, which is kind of weird. Let's unplug this, and power goes out. Okay. Probably not the safest thing, but, you know, we'll manage. Alright, unplug everything. First thing we're going to do is get a new USB port in here. Unplug this. Move this out of the way, careful not to mess up any of our cables. Let's take out these pegs so I can get to the bottom of the board. Alright. OBS really gets mad when some weird stuff happens with cameras, apparently. Let's see if we can get a... This one, I should just leave this alone. It's not worth messing with. Okay, well, we'll figure that out later. For now, we can flip this over. As we can see here, we have our USB-C port up here. I don't know how visible that is to you. We also have a switch. So we can add another USB port. I'm going to add one on this side, maybe like right around here. So, forward over, we got this aux cable. We're not going to need that anymore by the end. So I think we can desolder these two cables. Yeah, these are for power for the adapter. We're going to hardwire this in so we won't need these. So we take this out. These two power go to the ESP26 something. So that these go to the actual board that does the mod. So we just got to carefully desolder just this cable, and then we'll put in the USB. Oh, wait, USB-C power going now. Hold on. Oh, that's what goes down here. Okay. So this is where I wired my USB-C board. Okay, so I thought these were going to the board, but no, the board gets power from here. I forgot. So these extra cables. So all these cables are essentially can be removed. What did I do on my other one? So here's my other GBS. And on the bottom, for power, I wired it to the USB. This thing is not focusing at all. Anyway, I wired it to the switch and to the USB-C port, and then I have two cables going directly into the adapter. Let me see if I can clean the lens on this thing. Hold on real quick. Yeah, some isopropyl alcohol around here somewhere. Just try it dry. I guess that's a little better. Free cleaning, visual ASMR, I guess. Alright, let's get this one out of the way. Bring this guy back in. Alright. We have our pine sol and it turned off. That's nice for the power settings. Let's see if we can move this without everyone freaking out. get better. Don't really have anything to sit on, but that's about the same. This is a pretty bad webcam. Wow. Thought we had a better shot than that before. Let's do this. Alright, so is our soldering iron ready? Yep, let's take these out. And it looks like we have red south, or closer to, yeah, this part. And we have green up top. I'll prep in the iron. I used it a couple seconds ago. Okay. And that's both our reds, and then green is ground. I actually used heat shrink tubing on this before, so. Let me check the webcam settings, make sure I don't have anything stupid turned on that makes it look so bad. Okay. Y2. Let's see if MJPEG is any better. No, well, both these look the same. 422, that should be fine. Auto white balance, so that's the thing. Nope. Yeah, none of these settings seem to actually do much. Okay. Alright. So, I guess we'll just do the best we can with terrible image quality. Alright, so these out. Guess I don't really need to desolder. Oop. No, OBS, please. Alright, unfortunately we're going to have to restart this stream.